Welcome back to Disc and Ball's Golf Channel, where today we're testing out the Ripit grip. It is a PDGA legal, traction assisting device. It's supposed to help you keep your foot planted and keep grip in gross positions, or gross grips, gross lies, I guess is the best way to describe it. So the best place I figured to check it was Ingleside. There's 2 or 3 places where it's particularly, where the footing gets particularly gross. Right now we're at Ingleside Gold, Live Oak Gold, hole 9. Almost all of your drives from the long tees, if they're a little forehand, will get up to this little embanked area. It did rain for the first time in a few months, so it's not as bad as it usually is. Usually this is a loose, fine powder, and trying to plant anywhere on it, you just spin out. You just can't. As you land, you sink. Again, you can see a little bit right there. Kind of sink down the slope. Throws off your footing, throws off your line. It's just generally gross to try to play from. Now the Ripit grip is designed to be both, you can use it upside down or right side up. We'll try that out and see which one seems to do the trick. I don't know that that's going to do a whole lot on this sand, but maybe upside down, where the abrasive side, I guess I'll just show you. It's got an abrasive side, it's kind of like sandpaper, and a soft, pillowy side. Because this compresses to within a certain size, it's PDGA legal, so you can set it on your lie or behind it. It's the same size as your technical lie, which means you can come as far back as here. But we'll try a few throws. This is, like I said, hole 9. We're about 300 feet out. You can see the basket out there on the left. Tricky position. Usually you'll want to play a little skip under that limb, if you can get it to skip, or just even a forehand roller. This is a rough spot to be. You don't want to throw it up in the air, because the wind will get it and take it into the shit, and you'll never find it again. So yeah, let's give it a few throws. Okay, so we got our lie set up. Again, down slope, kind of weird, kind of not as bad as it could be, but we're going to try and give this, like I said, a 300-foot rip is going to take a full run up. Makes it tricky. Let's see what we can do here. We also have the foot cam set up. Don't get any fucking ideas. To see kind of what the plant is doing, in real time. That sucks. So as you can see, the plant does not fucking cooperate. Let's try planting a little more smoothly, a little more firmly. Damn it, dude. Almost the same thing. Okay, so as you see, trying to plant with Sketchy. Let's get that there where it's my actual lie. We'll try the grippy side up first. See how that works out. Work our way to the why would you do that? We'll try the grippy side down after. My hope is that because it's wider, it's going to be moving more, or trying to move more dirt, and therefore have a little bit more resistance. But honestly, no, I have no idea. I think I stepped a little daintier there. Oh, it's still twisted out. Okay, interesting. It felt okay. It felt like it still slipped, but it didn't feel like my corner of my shoe dug in a lot. So that's better. I'm going to try and really rip on one. I kind of tried to finesse that a little bit. Not be as dramatic with the stomp, but let's stomp it in there. Let's get some real action going. Okay, so I have no idea what that looked like. I felt like I hit my thing. So what I did notice is as I dug in my ankle here, where it would normally twist out easily, it actually felt like, and I might be wrong, but it felt like this caught and it kept it from just spraying wide open. Okay, so interesting results with the the blue side, the padded side down, or yeah, we'll try the grippy side down and see if we get any better results. This has been in my car, so it's kind of bent upward. I think I'm going to have to step a little differently. That actually felt pretty decent. It's still low and it's still twisted out. But the feeling was actually, I was expecting this nasty twist, and it really didn't. We'll do one more, then we'll step back to a clean line and see what happens. That felt okay, but not great. Like, the footing was fine, everything else was good because I whipped it. Actually released it better than usual. Took my time, got the plant down. Now, I'm tearing up this lie a bit. And that's fine because this is closer to what it's like in normal conditions. I'll chewed up it to hell. But we'll step back to a more clean position and we'll try the grip just to see if it's affected as dramatically. So we've scooted it back, we're on a clean position. It's not all dug out. So it should provide a little more support. Let's see if it works. I felt okay. I actually, I think in competition, being able to have just that little bit more traction or a little bit more confidence, that wasn't a bad plant compared to the first few where I was just digging out a trench. Let's do one more without it, kind of see how dramatic it is now that I've gone from, this naked ground to the Ripit, back to naked ground, and see if I notice anything. Definitely, I'm making all this. Look at that gouge. I could feel as I was twisting that I was coming out this way and just pushing all that stuff aside. Actually, let me get a good view of this. So the gouge through the ground, I'm bleeding out distance, bleeding out control, and look how deep this is. This is like solid 5 inches, 4, huge gouge. All right, through the power of editing, let's teleport to Lamar Park. Where the fuck did my shirt go? Okay, so here we are at Lamar Park. It's, like I said, it's rained for the first time in a while. I'm gonna try to keep my shoes kind of dry because otherwise it's gonna throw off what we're looking at here. So this part of the T-pad is normally totally fine, very grippy. It's darker gray. Good traction, good everything. This part, usually fine when it's dry. When they get wet, this gets slippery, especially with these shoes. And this part gets more traction. Dry, we'll just see how it looks. Then we'll get it wet, see how it looks. And then wet with the Ripit grip. Okay, we got the foot cam going. I'm gonna trademark that, foot cam. Gross. Try to avoid the mud here. We'll get a few good throws with the standard dry grip. The reason I'm not going to do Ripit grip on the dry is because if you're not having traction issues, then why would you be using the Ripit grip? So we'll do the gray. I'll try and plant here. Ooh, that's a little wet. Alright, we'll try and get that squared away. I like that Valkyrie play. Okay, we'll see how that went. I feel like I'm able to plant and it is kind of twisting out readily. Maybe not ideal, but it's fine. Yeah, I didn't need to hyzer that destroyer. Whew. Okay, so felt okay. Maybe a little slippery because of mud. Not bad. Let's try it back here. Oh, it's simple. Cut roll. Definitely felt a little slip. Whew. Planting pretty hard there. Wonder when that showed up. I don't know. It felt okay. Let's get it wet. So about right here. And about nice and shitty to test this. So river, we'll try stepping here first. This seems treacherous. Oh, I was so expecting the bad. Try this again, try and hit my placement. I'm trying not to anticipate the slip. There it is. That could be a good one. Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, next up we'll try this, which usually isn't as bad, so hopefully I can convince myself to really plant on it. Kinda. Definitely slipped out a little. I don't know if it'll convey well on the video, but alright. Well, Ripit grip. Grippy side is up. Oh, interesting. The initial plant was okay, but then it acted weird. I think it slid. Let's try it grippy side down. See if that affects anything. I don't really know what happened there. I think I stepped on the buckle. It's so hard when I'm thinking about planting instead of throwing. It's so, I don't know. We're gonna go collect those and throw some more and see. Okay, so we had to re-water the pad, but I wasn't really sold on it either direction on this portion. It's hard to, especially knowing I could just step here and usually be okay. Let's try it foamy side up on the what's normally pretty okay. I think also having to step onto it is kind of a strange thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think the combination of needing to step at a specific point and my timing is just getting all janky. And it's hard to focus on both, and maybe that's a shortcoming of myself rather than the grip itself. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of trying to step through instead of step on. Let's try and get a real, pretend like it's real ground and like not a pad that I'm trying to avoid damaging or whatever. It's okay. It's like, that was a decent throw. I don't know. Not necessarily sold on a pad. Let's try grip side up. I think this is going to slip more. I think it's going to be annoying. But I could be wrong. Try and not think of the pad as I step. That was awkward as fuck. A little bit of twisty ankle action. You know what? One more test. There you have it. I think I got enough throws in to decide, definitively how I feel about the Ripit grip. And overall, I like it, but not on the T-pad. For me, as long as I plant on the lie, which is the whole T-pad, I didn't really care. I guess it was a little bit better. It was definitely better in the sand, where it's like, hey, the sand is a known, problem child. I think overall, off the T-pad, I would prefer the known uncertainty of the T-pad versus the unknown, reaction of this on the pad with whatever. I mean, you'd have to practice in adverse conditions or whatever to be consistent and feel confident, I think, with the Ripit grip. And overall, I'd say it's not worth it on the pad. However, in the sand, it was fantastic. I felt like I was getting a cleaner plant. I wasn't digging as deep. I felt like I was able to convert more of my rotation into distance. I felt that wet boots on the foamy side rather than the grippy side. I felt like my shoe was sliding. I'll be able to tell more once I look at the foot cam. but yeah, overall, good product. Niche situations, but I mean, in the sand at Ingleside, I'm going to be probably carrying this with me every time I play gold or silver, especially in a tournament setting, because some of that sand out there, I just need a little bit more stiffness to actually throw a confident shot, and I think the Ripit grip would provide that, especially in sand. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you on the course.